All right, guys. We are about to get started in 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute. And you'll see like the people come in and start talking, similar to how when you do it on Facebook, you'll see them start to come in. Let's go over just a little bit. 15 seconds. Let's go over just a tad bit.
Got it.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, now we both in the camera. What is it? Got 1 more minute. I forgot my watch is like really fast. 1 more minute. So basically, the live is something I'll do live. We'll talk and do everything, but then I'll keep it up because it'll be people who can't come on at 8 o'clock that may watch it later or whatever. Right. So, yeah. But I like to be right on time, whether somebody's in here or not. I go.
Right.
Because it's a posted video, right? Yeah. It's going to be a posted video. There we go. All right, guys. Thank you for joining the CPR Vibe. And today we're going to be talking to Miss LaCole. She's going to be sharing her story and sharing how she came about starting this business that is like wonderful and great information to help lots of people in a situation that a lot of us don't want to talk about. So she's going to share a little bit about herself and her story, and I'm going to be asking her questions. We're just going to vibe all together, and we're going to go from there. So you have the floor.
Well, hi, my name is LaCole. I actually was a teenage mom. I had my first child at 16. And of course, at 18, I moved out, you know, I guess being grown, or thought I had it all together. So from there, I just worked at, you know, different jobs, graduated from college and stuff like that. But the one thing I was not taught was finances. I wasn't taught about finances. So that's a little bit what we want to touch on today. But again, going back to being a single mom and not being taught that, I was in credit card debt. I was over $10,000 simply just in credit card debt. And that was overwhelming because it wasn't just that. My credit card was ran to the max too. So when I did need things for my kids or for my household, I didn't have the money. I didn't have the extra money. So one year my son just was getting ready to graduate from high school, and something just clicked in me that I wanted to have more for my son. As in, when he graduated, be able to take him on a trip or just be able to teach him how to save money and not be in a situation that I was always in, from being a teenage mom and being a single mom for most of my adulthood. And I just wanted more for my kids. So that journey, I just got a simple journal, and I began to journal my process, as in writing down my bills down, created a budget, and really realized that I was in so much debt and decided that I wanted to get out of it. So I used my journal for a whole year. I set goals for myself and stuff like that. And believe it or not, that was my journey. I wrote it.
Hold on, before you go there.
Yes.
Let's go back.
Okay.
You said that you were a teen mom, 16.
Yes.
Moved out at 18.
Right.
When did you discover that you didn't know what you needed or should have known about finances?
Ooh. I'm 38, probably about 2 years ago, so about 35. Yeah.
Okay. What was it that made you discover that?
What made me discover it, I had already brought my house and everything, and I think it just was something with my son, my black male. I did not want him to be in debt like me.
Okay.
You know, I already had a daughter that graduated, but when it came to my son, I just wasn't financially stable. I wanted to be able, always wanted to be able to give my kids, like maybe buy them a car when they graduate high school, or I just wanted to, if I needed to pay for college tuition or something, I wanted to always be in that position, but I never prepared for it. And I wasn't in that position. So a part of me felt like I failed, and I was tired.
Right.
Honestly, I was tired of living from paycheck to paycheck. That was part of the reason, and I used my son to motivate me. My son graduating high school, and just wanting to be able to educate myself to teach him motivated me.
Okay. Now, when you found out that you didn't like the situation you were in, what was your first step? Like, what did you say? What went through your mind?
My first step was, or what went through my mind was, create a plan. Simply, it was like, how I questioned myself. How am I going to do this? Can I do this? How long is it going to take?
Why were you questioning yourself?
Because I had doubts. I've been living like that from 18 to 35.
Right.
That's all I knew.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. That's all I knew.
So if you know nothing else, it's like, where do I start?
Right. And I was surviving.
Right.
Yes.
You were what?
I was surviving.
But not
living.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, okay. So now we got to this point where you knew it's a problem.
Yes.
You knew that you needed to do something.
Right.
And you decided the only way to tackle it was to
write a plan.
Okay. And how did that go for you?
You know, when I wrote the plan, it seemed overwhelming. It was overwhelming.
Why?
Because I didn't make enough.
Okay.
You know, I was in debt. You know, I have a decent job, but my, expenses was more than what I was bringing home.
Right.
I was
so you was putting out more than was coming in.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. So when I wrote the plan, I was in the red. I wrote out a budget.
Okay.
I said, okay, I pay these bills, and I do this. And the bottom number was red. It was red. And it's like, I can't keep living like this.
Right.
So I wrote a plan, even though it was red. I decided how I'm going to get out that red. So I, save my bottles. Mm-hmm. Started saving my change. I had a little garage sale. I sold stuff online to make, to create an extra stream of income. Mm-hmm. I picked up a part-time job for about a couple months, specifically to get out of debt. Saving.
Right.
So, of course, I was in debt. $10,000 credit card debt, living paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
And I didn't want that anymore for me or my children.
Right.
So with that, once I created a plan and realized it was possible, it was feasible, and my credit score went up, and I realized the more opportunities I had, I was excited about it.
So how long did your plan, like
it was a year?
It was a year.
Yep.
Was that the plan from the beginning, or did you have to change it up a couple times?
It was a year plan. I wrote that plan out. If I had to pay a credit card $300, I'm gonna have to. I was sticking to the plan. I wrote that year plan out, and whatever that red number was, I have to come up with that money.
Did you share this with anybody? I know you shared it with me.
In my household, my family kind of knew what I was going through, and my best friend. Mm-hmm. They knew I was on a journey. It really was just a personal journey. That's all I started with, a personal journey to get out of debt, keep my credit score high, and start saving money. That was my ultimate goal. And just the people inside my house kind of knew what I was going through.
So in that year, what happened with your credit score, and how did it make you feel when you were achieving it, like you seen it dropping or whatever? How did that feel to you?
Well, mine's never really dropped much.
No, I'm talking about the debt.
The debt, the debt, yeah. The debt, once like at that 6-month mark, and I was like almost there, I'm like, this is possible.
Right.
And I seen that number where I don't have to pay these credit cards, I'm going to have this much money free.
Right.
This is life, like this living. Right. And I have never lived like that. You know, right. I will take my income tax, right. pay off my credit cards, then I got to use my credit cards right. again. I'm going to be serious and upfront and honest. That's what I was living from 18 to 35.
Wait, you couldn't wait for the taxes to come to pay them off to be refreshed.
And you
start using them all over again.
Use them all over again.
Okay.
Then they increase.
Right. Now, with your credit score, in that year, what was the jump? Did it jump? Like, what was
it? It did jump. Like, I wrote it down. Cause I was at 7 something. Like, say 736. Mm-hmm. You know, it was good. But
she says she did the same thing.
Yes, I know that's right. Yes, so she know it. It was like 736. So I always had good credit. Cause you know, they increase, right. they increase, or
right.
whatever. But mine went from 737 to like 815. Mm-hmm. To 815. Then as I completed, deleted all my debt. Like the highest mine's have ever been 821.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
821.
Okay. Awesome. I ain't been in the 8 yet. I'm trying to be like her.
So once you get in the 800 club, you
feel
like
some type of way, right? Like, yes.
It be like 759. I mean 799. You right. like, I'm in the 700 club.
Right,
no.
right.
But no, yes. So I was excited.
So with the journaling, now was the journaling happening during the year plan?
Yes, I journaled every paycheck. Every paycheck, I had to, write down my bills, write down every bill, check it off, even when it cleared. Only use cash, and if I had to, there was no other way. My journal was my life.
Okay, so you can get a look at everything.
Yeah, so you can get a look at everything, so you can get your bottom number. Like, if you're not budgeting or if you're not really writing them down, you just paying stuff, then you get overdrafts, and you don't know where you at. Mm-hmm. How do you really know if you're not calculating, right, or balancing it, balancing it out? So it was always pre-planned. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't deviate. If an emergency came up, then it had to be a true emergency. Like, if my car was broken, I'm gonna just have to catch the bus or walk them 6 miles to work today because I of this plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she was strict.
She was strict. I was strict, and I had to make sacrifices.
Yeah, you did. Because she worked. She pulled in another job.
I did.
At the airport while working a full-time job, and she has 4 children. Right. So she did it. And I remember when she said, I'm going to pay them. I'm setting me a time. And you told me October. Yeah. When we first talked, you said, last October. But she told me that. And I was like, okay, Cole, you can do it. She was like, I'm going to do it, Mill. I'm going to do it. And she did it. And I remember her saying, they can have this job back. My stuff is paid off. They can have this job back. You know what I'm saying? Because I did that for a reason. Mm-hmm. So remember when you hear me talking to y'all about working all the time, overtime, and all your time away from your family?
It has to have an end date.
And it's for a reason.
It's for a reason.
It's not just to be working, just to be making money, because we can leave here and that money is still be in the bank, and somebody else is gonna use it. So her reason for working so much away from her family was to put them in a better situation. Exactly. You should have some sort of goal and some sort of something that you're trying to reach in order for you to take that time away from your family and not feel like you're just working too much. We was talking about how you got some girls that are proud to say they did a double and triple shift. And I've been seeing them do double and triple shifts for years. Right. And that's all they talk about. They don't own a house. They don't own their car. They don't own anything. Like, what are you doing these double and triple shifts for when there's no goal or nothing set for you to achieve or attain at the end of this? Just to say that you're going to work all your life? I don't get it. So with hers, what happened? After you did it, what happened?
After I did it, pretty much, my credit score went up. Not just my credit score. I was more educated about the credit arena, I call it. I also was more open to budgeting. Yeah. I never budgeted before. Budgeting is huge. You start to realize you paying these billionaires or millionaires to utilize. And they got budgets. They got budgets. You paying these people to utilize cable or to utilize this. Pick up a book. Go outside. Take a walk with your kid and save that $150. Put it, start your kids a savings account. Like, I don't want my younger kids to be in the situation that I was in. So I save for them now. I get it automatically taken out my check. I don't see it. So I learned to pay myself first. Oh. So through that journey,
you have savings accounts.
I have a savings
automatically
account.
For your children now.
Oh, all my kids have, the older 2 on their own. But the last 2, yes, they both have savings and money come directly out. They have CDs in their names. Right now, from my year journey, they have CDs in their name. And money comes directly from my check. I paid them and myself first. Before I pay any bill or whatever, I have a savings account and a checkings account and, a little holiday account, several accounts.
And you also have the one that I was really thinking about. I'm like, wow, that is awesome. She has a school clothes funding thing that she does. Talk to them about how you do that and why you do it.
So just say like $33 every 2 weeks, and you say that for a few months. You may save up to like $400.
She says she take lunch instead of buying it.
Yes, that saves so much money. You definitely, that's one way to save. So like say $33 times that by say 3 months or something, or $33 a week, whatever your amount is. Say if it's $500 or $400. You save that amount for 3 months. Put it in a little envelope. I write school clothes on it and put that $33 in there. By the end of August or July, I got $400 or $500 in cash money. I don't have to run up that credit card. And I take that and go buy my kids' school clothes. And I budget. I buy stuff on sale. But they look good. They clean. They happy. And we're not going broke.
Stressing.
And I'm not stressing.
To get stuff and wait for a check to come.
No.
To buy all these clothes at one time.
But once you go on a journey, like my good friend right here is frugal. I learned to be frugal, or like a different check. Like before, I didn't used to write out like my mileage or whatever. I don't really go to the bank much for my job is right there. But that $43, $50 little check after every couple months, that adds up. So I make sure I do that. I like she said, I don't purchase lunch. I buy lunch.
And she made a point because I was doing a budget with somebody, Dana. And they were talking about, wanting me to help them.
Right.
And we went into every detail.
Right.
And people don't realize that every cent counts.
Every cent counts.
We went down to her banana. The people say they got to have their coffee in the morning. They go to the Starbucks. They do this, they do that. So we writing everything down. And then, I said, are you sure that's everything? You sure that's everything? Because when you tell me you can't save, we're going to figure out why.
Why?
So when we were talking, I said, okay, now, is that everything? And they thought about a banana. This banana that they were buying from Sunoco on the morning run, going to work was 69 cents for one banana.
Right.
I said, do you not know you can get a pound of bananas for like 49 to 55 cents, and that's going to give you about 5-6 bananas for the week. I said, so you're spending 69 cents a day 5 times, times, then I times it by the days of the month and all that. I said, right there, that's like $30. And bananas.
And then think about it. Because she thought it was just 69 cents.
Exactly. Just 69 cents. Just $1. Just this. And those just add up. They add up.
It adds
and
up.
So when she say that, and when you say that your lunch, people think, girl, your lunch, it's only $5 a day. Whoa, well, $5 a day times 5 is $25. And then $25 times 4 is $100. That's $100 you could be saving a month. And then if you save it for the whole year, that's a nice $1,200 vacation.
Yep. And people don't look at it.
They don't.
No.
But that's why you have to talk to people on that level.
You have to.
Because if you make it so minute, it won't be so overwhelming. Because even somebody at a McDonald's job can save money.
Yes.
Any bit of money, if you save it, it can create some more money in some way, shape, or form. But you got to find it and be honest with you.
So used to spending it all at one time.
Yeah.
And you can't. You have to plan your money.
It sounds stupid.
It sounds stupid.
But it's not.
It sounds boring.
Right.
But it's actually not. It's exciting. It's fun.
Because you know where it's going.
You know
where everything is going. And you don't have to say, let me see if I have for...
Right.
You're like, no, this is money is for having fun. Or this money is for... She got on me, but I'm real frugal. Yeah. So we went and did a ladies movie night. And something happened. What happened? The movie was sold out. I'm 50 and I still budget. You have to. You have to. It is so important. We went on a ladies' night and we didn't buy our tickets ahead of time. Y'all know I'm a Tuesday night moviegoer. She get free tickets from her job. And I'm like, so we got to pay the full $35 for one ticket because you got a free ticket. See how you do us? But anywho, she ended up treating us to the movie because the movie was sold out. So we had to go somewhere else. But in order to make it to the other movie, we had to buy them online ahead of time. So she purchased the ticket for me and her other friend and we all went together. But that thing was bothering me. It was. I kept talking about it.
We walking and I'm like, girl, treat yourself.
I'm telling y'all, I'm very frugal because I want to see things and I want to do certain things. So that's why I'm frugal. But I know it'll all pan out and pay off later on. That's why when people... We were talking about people being impressed by other people or trying to impress other people. And they're not happy. They're not happy. When you allow yourself to be open and serious about your situation, like you were.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You were.
I'm in a great place. I will share that story 100 times.
Right.
I'm thankful for it because not that only I opened my mindset, I opened my older 2 kids' mindset.
Yeah.
You know,
tell them about your daughter.
My daughter went in. My daughter was 21 now, but she went in there get a new car. She didn't have to pay. Brand new, only 21 years old. And at the time, actually, she got it before, but she was 20.
Yes, she was.
20 years old, no down payment or no cosigner. You don't hit. Come on, let's be honest.
And it was that year, the car for that year that she got the car, brand new.
But and then my son's credit score is better than men that our
experience
age.
Life.
Right. He's 19, last time it was like, he started with like a 0 and went all the way from 0 to 736 from the little things I helped him with. But he's in like 740, 750, and he's 19 years old. He have a savings account and check-ins, of course. But Demir don't have like $5 or $10. He got thousands already.
What I'm talking about.
You know, he saved his graduation money. He got a job. He goes to UB, but he look at his credit score. He said, I'll never forget in high school, he said, because journey. My son came to me and said, when I turn 18, you're going to help me with my. Another thing, our kids watch us. They watch us struggle. They watch us come out the struggle. They there to celebrate with us. So like, I learned to be open with my kids. I tell them, we don't got it.
You right.
And
right.
They in position now when they say, you know what, Mom, you need something.
I got it.
Right. Here go $80. Go buy you a pair of shoes. 19. So that journey wasn't just for me.
How did that make you feel when he came to you and said, Mom?
When he came and said that to me, it's like, not only he looking up at me, but he trusts me. He believed in my journey.
Mm-hmm.
My journey.
Mm-hmm.
He seen what I did.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And that was motivation for me.
Right.
That was definitely and that let me know that our young kids, because he know a little bit, he don't know much, but he willing to learn.
But look how old he is.
Right.
And look where you started at, and look where he is now. So imagine when he gets your age.
19.
Right.
Oh,
do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Not only that, but that's just the transformation of what? The next generation.
That's the next generation.
I tell my son, don't let collectors get you. Call the company and make arrangements. That's how credit gets bad. Exactly.
And people, like she said, Dana, right?
Yes.
People, they scared to talk to people or make arrangements, or they make this, that, and they say, oh, well, whatever. And they sit on their credit.
Yeah, I've done that.
You're going to have to pay somebody to fix that credit, or you're going to have to...
Good afternoon, Anne-Marie.
Or you're going to have to pay somebody. You're going to have to pay somebody to fix that credit, or you're going to have to pay to fix your own credit. At the end of the day, you might as well just take care of your business.
Or end up paying more.
Because
it'd be fees added onto and collections and all that.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
That's true.
So definitely.
That's true.
You have to somewhere, and it does not matter how old you are. If you are alive, you can always make a change.
Definitely.
To not only help yourself, but to help someone else. And just like the fact that her son came to her, like, when I turn 18, I want you to show me and help me.
Yep.
That means he's going to do it for his children.
Right.
And his children are already going, like the stuff you didn't know, that you had to find this out on your own. But you stepped out of the box and started something that's going to transform all the generations to come.
Yes. And
if you think about it, it's a mindset, and until you let it happen, or until you go into that room, you don't know how good it feels.
Right.
Because you know, it didn't feel good going through, but after you did it, you felt awesome. Like,
just like you start to imagine, if I was living like this 10 years ago, you just get the chills.
Me and my husband always stay on a budget. You have to.
You have to.
You have to.
But you know what? Budget was seem corny or a negative thing, or like you have to cut out everything or cut out.
You can't live. You can't do
live, and that's not true.
Right.
A budget gonna allow you to live.
Right.
A budget gonna allow you to save. A budget gonna allow you to put yourself first. You going to
control your money.
Yes.
Why would you not want to control your money?
They don't make any sense.
Your money is out of control and you don't know where it's going.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And we
you
talked
keep
about
making somebody else rich.
And all these people that you're making rich, every one of them don't spend a nickel, a dime, or a penny without it being in or within the budget.
Yes.
All of these billionaires, millionaires, trillionaires in these big industries, they all have budgets.
Yep.
Anything that's successful has a budget.
Schools,
hospitals, everything that you can think of that you put your money into, it has a budget.
And people don't want, and people is more like ashamed.
Right.
I don't want her to see this
or know that this is where I'm at.
Or where I'm at.
And that's
you gotta get out
our community. That's our community because it's unknown to us. It's unknown to us. You know what I mean? If it's not something that people usually talk about.
Right.
Because I know me growing up, you heard budget sound like excuse my French, but you think of a well-to-do Caucasian family somewhere talking about their budget because they got hundreds of thousands of dollars that they gotta make sure they got a budget. But I don't care if you only get $1,000, you need to budget it. You know, it's not the amount of money has nothing to do with whether you should or shouldn't have one. Everybody should have a budget. Even I'm pretty sure your kids have budgets, even though they still are home and in college, they still have budgets.
And two, we always have to remember save first. Mm-hmm. Before you do anything else, you have to. So that should already be planned. So if that's 20% of your income, 10%, 50% if you can, whatever, you have to save first. If you don't take care of yourself first, then emergency come up, you're going to have to go right back to them credit cards. Or emergency come up, you're going to have to figure it out. If you don't have no savings.
Right.
Make sure you have that emergency fund.
Like what I was just saying about the situation that just happened with the truck and the sticker and stuff.
You didn't have anything.
2 weeks, we couldn't work, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? My bills automatically still coming out.
Right.
All of them. But it feels good.
It feels good.
Because
you didn't have to stress.
Nope.
During them 2 weeks, somebody else's life would have went down because they would have had to choose to get their car fixed.
I still had the Queen's Mink, I had all this food that I paid for to entertain the Queens, and we had an awesome time. But it didn't affect nothing.
No, because you in a different financial state. Everybody not in that financial state. That's where we're trying to get people to get in that financial state. Because it is stressless. It's not going to be stressful. And you don't have to focus on those negative things or always feel like life's just beating me up. Life's keeping me down or this situation. No, save first. Get yourself in a position. And then get out there and make a plan. Have a plan.
Right.
And when I do my journal, it's save first. It's how much I'm saving every paycheck. Mm-hmm. That's automatically getting taken out. Matter of fact, I don't even have to write it. Your journal's a little
different from mine. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to see yours. Because, my journal is just more so of all the bills that I know go out every month and how much I pay.
Right.
That's what mine is.
Right.
So I will have to see yours because I think I need to start writing my savings.
Right. And unless you have it automatically come out, then of course you don't have to write save. But save for people who don't, want it automatically come out. The first thing that should be written down is save. And exactly how much you want, because that has to be budget with your income too. Yeah. So mine I have automatically come out. So my net income is different than what I actually bring home because I have to balance that out. Right. So then it's just automatic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't even have to look at it. It ain't gonna make you feel no type of way.
But somebody starting out, that first thing when I make that budget, I say save. Save whatever you make it. And do that first, because we always find reasons of why we can't save.
Right.
Then you living outside your budget. If you can't save, you doing too much. If you can't take care of yourself, if it's an emergency or first, or you hungry or you want something, you need something.
Right.
You ain't living.
Right. Right.
You are gonna have to cut some things out then.
Right.
But if you can save and still take care of your bills and have extra money. Great.
My oldest son and his wife always buying things they don't need. When it comes to paying their bills, they don't have the money. Both of them work. My son and daughter-in-law get paid off on Friday.
They're not budgeting.
Talking about that.
Right. And
about people living off credit cards too.
They're living off credit cards, because in their mindset, I'm gonna get paid next week. Or I'm gonna get paid in 2 weeks. But say that don't happen. Say you get in that car accident. say your roof cave in. Now your credit card is maxed up and you have no saving. Now the world is against you. No, you've been against yourself.
Wow.
You've been against yourself because you have to take care of yourself first. Or you want to borrow from mama, and if mama don't have it, they don't have no money. I ain't even want to say I got friends because they're going to all think I'm talking about them. But I got friends. And I'm like, how you don't got no money and you doing doubles?
Yeah,
like,
right.
How?
I don't get that. I've talked to people who literally brag about doing doubles, triples, quadruples, and you're like, hey, you want to blah, blah, blah. Oh, y'all never traveled? This is how you do it. It could be the minute thing. You could tell them it's a payment plan and all they need is $25. Okay, well, I'm going to do that next pay.
And a couple years ago, remember
you
was
got $25?
Remember a couple years ago, I was.
You was there.
Yeah,
you was.
But I was coming out of it.
But you didn't like that.
Right.
So you changed it.
And remember, I was honest. I said, I'm going through this journal. I don't have it right now, but I'm out of it.
My focus is this right now.
That's it.
And I just waited. She said what she said.
Yes.
I ain't asked her no questions. I was like, she was like, girl, I'm getting there. I'm like, I see you killing these hours at the airport. But when it was time,
she was
done.
For a season.
She was done.
My job, my father always said a part-time job or even doubles, whatever, you only do that, you should have a start date and an end date.
Right.
Otherwise, who's taking care of your kids? Who raising your kids? So my family always come first. And that's just the bottom line. I'm going to do that homework. I'm going to feed my kids. If that means I need to, cut off some cable or whatever so I can be home to be able to still pay my bills, and that's what I'm willing to do.
Oh, wait. You forgot something. Look, Cole had a Malibu, right? Was it a Malibu? Yeah. She had a Malibu.
My Susan.
And you know what? That Malibu cranked up, okay? That's and it got her wherever she needed to go. And I was like, Cole, really? Like, when she was like, girl, come on, you coming? And I'll jump in because it ain't that serious. You feel what I'm saying? Because I understood the type of person she was. And during that time, right after you got out of all your debt, the car clunked out.
It clunked out.
And she said, Mill, I'm going to ride this thing until I can't ride it no more. And that's what she did. I remember when you said you had a funeral for the car. I'm talking about it's gone.
We had a funeral.
Yeah. The car is gone. She literally rode that car until it was unable to give her a thing. Nobody couldn't fix nothing. It wasn't fixable. It's time for it to die. And now she is driving in a
2014 Ford.
And she done had that for over a year. Over a year now.
But when I went in, I didn't have to put no money down. Of course, no co-sign or anything. My rate is 2%. My car interest rate is 2%. So my journey definitely was worth it. It was worth it. And before I wouldn't have had that.
That thing bad. It's like is it chocolate or is it plum?
I know it's
it looks
like
chocolate
/ plum
color, metallic. Is so pretty with the tan seats and it's beautiful. It is. She deserves that. She deserves that. I'm just like I seen her journey. I seen what she did. When she says she was doing it, she did it and got it done. Now, what are you doing now?
Now, actually, June 26th will be a year. So this June 26th will be a year. I started a business called Write, Plan, Follow It. And again, the concept is using the journal to help people, get out of debt. Not only get out of debt, increase their credit score, and also teach them saving. So it's saving, debt, and increase your credit score. Because with those three, you will be powerful. And again, it's called Write, Plan, Follow It.
It's on Facebook.
Yep, it's on Facebook and then it's on Instagram. And I'm ready to do some exciting things with people who want to learn, who want to grow, and who want to. So I offer plans. I can finance different things like bank secure loans or a credit secure credit card, which those are the things that people going to have to do to get themselves back into the game. So I educated myself on all of that.
She need to increase her credit score.
All right.
Okay, 1 second. Somebody says, I get a disability check and my husband gets a Social Security check once a month. That way we stay on budget.
Yes.
You have to do
and
what's
I'm
best
glad
for
to
you.
hear that because you talk to some people that get Social Security because, I'm on Facebook in a group. You'll hear somebody say, oh, I only get one check. Okay, I only get 2 checks. So you still have to budget, but she still pay that cable bill, so you're not really ready.
Right.
Like if your funds, if you know you want to get one check, but yet you still want to pay $150 out, but you out of it and you only get one check. That's to me, that's not important.
Right.
That's entertainment. You shouldn't have to entertain yourself. So that's like one of the major things for me. I would say will have to go. It's just have to go. Like we got online, we got different YouTube. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways to entertain yourself for cheaper.
Yes, she's on Facebook. And it's Write It.
It's called Write, Plan, Follow It. Yep, so Write, Plan, Follow It.
I'm going to, once the live is over and we're done, I'm going to put the links to her her Instagram and her Facebook in the description of this video. Me and my tongue tied, so I'm going to put it in there, and you can contact her through that.
Visit the page.
She's helped so many people. Hold on. I'm going to toot her horn because she's not that type of person. This lady, since she has gotten herself out of her debt, she has done so many giveaways, giveaways for college students, where kids were going back to school, and she made caddies for them. Through other people helping and trying to understand that she's trying to help the community. Where it was like a container full of deodorant, toothpaste, just things that things that the kids would need going back to college. You also did something else. It was a basket. You did the basket thing.
I did
to help somebody or something.
Right. We gave out like household baskets and different stuff like that. People was able, to kind of like win. So I would maybe do like fundraisers and get that money to help individuals and like households and stuff like that, because that was a part of my journey.
Oh, tell me about that.
Yeah. One thing, my when I was going through my journey, my best friend, what she would do, I'm in Buffalo, my friend was in Syracuse. She would come every time she come to Buffalo during my journey. She would bring me like washing powder, dish detergent, and like Dove soap. Just say those three things, and maybe some toothpaste sometime. Well, during that season, it was exactly what I needed, because I didn't have to buy those things. So truthfully, I didn't have it to buy them things, because all my income was getting out of debt and trying to save, just so when I get out of it, I have something. And she did that for a whole year because she believed in my journey. So that really touched me. Sometimes I'd be about to cry. But that just showed me that we help one another. We can make it through anything. And somebody did it for me, so I try to do it for somebody else. Because I don't ever want to be greedy, because I know where I could go back and where I came from. I was humbled and always thankful. But I'm just excited about just being able to help other people, because I didn't see it. I was in a dark place.
Right.
I have my own house, I have my fiance, I got my kids, they doing good, but I was still in a dark place with all of that. But once I started to believe in myself and get myself under that and do stuff for myself.
What you doing this year that you ain't did?
Oh my gosh, believe it or not, I'll be 38, never went out the country. I'm going to Jamaica.
And guess what? It's already
paid for.
Fully paid for.
Fully paid for, yes.
So it can be done.
Yes.
And she showed it. Not only, y'all hear me say a lot, it's a difference between someone coming to you educated because they went to school to show you something, versus someone that can say, hey, I was here. You're okay. I was here and now I'm here. Let me show you how.
Right.
Let me show you how I can help you. And we had the Queen's Mingle.
Yes.
And we were getting ready to do something amazing with that. Like the women that were there, we were all crying. When I say it was emotional, listen.
But eye-opener and just a humble experience. It definitely was. It definitely was. So,
a lot of them wasn't prepared for what was going to happen. I mean, oh my gosh, it was so amazing. Our goal, backstory, we grew up together. Right. We grew up together, but went our separate ways, went our separate ways, and end up, she's here where my husband lives, and we just, connected again. I mean, we're both moms, so we doing our thing, and, we talked about collabing at one time to do some things in the community, and, we just kind of, life happened. And she was focused on her journey to become debt free, and so now it's like, God do things for a reason. So now we're getting back together to change the mindsets of whoever is ready in our community. So we're planning on doing some big things, and we will share that. And I know that the creator is going to have it to the point where we're not just going to be here. We're going to be traveling. Chicago, different Oklahoma, whatever, just naming places, because I'm speaking that into existence. Because we're going to start here, but after we've done what we need to do here, it's going to be people that are already doing it, because we're going to teach other people to do it. So we can move on and help in other areas.
We all have to
grow.
Yes. Girl. I see the goosebumps. It's the truth. We have to grow. We got to help each other. It's like pulling each other up. That's the only way our community going to grow. That's the only way our kids going to do better. And that's what I want. If my kids can just, me and my husband went out to buy a house and put it on. And, amen. Wow. No, credit score. Okay. That's one thing about credit. We can fix that. We can fix that. And it don't have to be crazy.
She shared some stuff I had no clue. I ain't never been in the 8, y'all. I ain't never been in the 8. I don't know nothing about no 8. I ain't about to sit here in front. But she gonna show me how to get in the 8.
Yes,
because I'm always focused.
It's benefits.
I see.
Benefits with being in the 8. Not even like getting cash back. You know, I've always talked about putting money back in your pocket. I'm gonna try to pull that up for you. Like credit cards now, you know, that 2% or 1.5%. Cash back, that stuff is real. I pay my bills on it because you know my stuff is paid out, but I pay my bills on it, and then when I get paid, I pay it all. But I have almost $130 worth of cash sitting right there on my credit card.
I seen it. Remember you showed me the Capital One? Yeah, I seen it.
So hopefully by Jamaica, I'm trying to get it up to
$300. Be your spending money.
That'll be my little spending money. You can get like Target gift cards, go get your household products or whatever. You can get Visa gift cards. You know what I'm saying? Go buy. I could say that. Buy my kids school clothes. Or I shop $300, like say my bathing suit, Jamaica stuff, and pay the bill with it. So the game really has changed from what it was 10, 15 years ago. So you can really get, you know, benefits from your credit and stuff like that.
But it's being disciplined.
It's definitely being disciplined. And when you're tired, that's why I always tell people, I give people information, read on it, look at it, think about it, come when you're ready. Because my journey is whatever you pick, 6 or 12 months, you have to stick through that journey. Otherwise, you're not going to reap the benefits. It'll go by so fast before you think. Because
when you told me you was done, I was like, oh gosh. Like that year went by so fast. But now...
I will tell you, I used to have just 2...
French braids.
My hair is natural. Always just 2 little twists. Because during that journey, I couldn't afford braids. You know, now I leave them in for 2 months. I get all my money worth. But I couldn't afford braids. You know, I wasn't going to front or lie. I ain't have no ponytail. For a whole year, my hair was just natural, and I would wash my hair and twist it up because my journey was bigger than my hair. My journey was bigger than where I was at. And it's like, are we sitting here talking on YouTube?
Paying your bills on time.
Yes, paying your bills on time. Even if that's the minimum for your season. But of course pay more. But even if that's your minimum, that's history. That's going to give you a positive. And see, people don't even do that. Yes.
The one that came to the mingle.
Hi.
What did she say? She was Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah. But that's definitely a part of it. Your utilization. It's a lot of stuff that it's nowadays it's all public information. But you just got to know how to manipulate the system, your utilization in a good way, to benefit you, benefit you. But I'll talk about credit all day, y'all.
But I do want y'all to know that she is available to talk, and she does consultations and all that stuff. She's not trying to break people like some people are.
I'm not a monthly fee.
Yeah,
time fee
for her to stay with you through a certain journey that you pick. And it's so freaking... when I say affordable, meaning that if you're serious, and it's not even... I hate to say it like that because it's still not... It's affordable. It really is. If you compare the people that are out there right now, it's ridiculous. $400, $500 for this. She's not... No. It's too much. I have to agree with you. Me and my husband always pay our bills on time. Yeah, definitely. People don't realize that has a lot...
That have a lot. The utilization is about not the
30,
utilization.
It is. No,
like 30%. That's like the majority. That in your utilization. You get those two down. And even as a history, just, constant, consistent. So it's not like impossible, but it's definitely just a journey, but the different things that I do to help individuals that have low credit score, they may not have the finances to do like a bank secure loan. With a bank secure loan, that'll jump your credit score up the next. Like you do it, then you pay it half off. So by the time next month it reports, you already paid it off. Paid it half off. So that helps. But bank secure loans, whatever about it, it's powerful. It's a powerful thing to do. Even if you have good credit.
I think that's what I need to do to get myself into.
We'll work on getting your utilization down, paying on time, but that's all even with a budget. So even if you don't want a plan, I can write a budget.
Okay.
Or you can just do a consultation. If you kind of know what you need to do and where you're going, then just do a consultation.
See if you're on the right page.
Just see you're on the right page, call what you suggest or whatever. That's it. I don't believe in kicking people while they down. So I'm not gonna come to you and say I charge $300 and then I need $50 every month. Or
gosh.
That's what the people I'm helping, they was paying a person $109 a month. And they still had to come to me because their credit score ain't where they need to be. But I be honest with them.
Right.
You can't come to me and still have bad behaviors.
Right.
I'm going to help you change these behaviors and show you your end date, and this is what it'll look like at your end date. So I'm going to give you an end date. Well, they ain't going to give you no end date because they want that monthly fee.
Yeah. And the longer they keep you, the longer they get money.
Right. So that's the difference in how we stand apart. And they're not going to finance anything. You giving them money. They're not going to help you. Right. I know where I was at.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And it's some of our parents, or people that we deal with, women that single mothers and stuff like that, they really don't have the finances. Right. They don't have that money to go get that secure credit card. It can be extra $50 or it can be $300. Banks want you to put the full amount down. And if you don't have a certain credit score, you can't even, they reject you with a secure credit card.
Right.
I don't see that done.
Yes.
So it's not, it's more deeper than, everybody's situation is different. And that's what people have to realize. They think that everybody can do the same thing, and that's not true. That's not true when it comes to credit or saving and stuff. And people think people who make more money save more. Some do, but that's not true because they bills are higher. They get a bigger house. They get a higher paying car. Right. So it's like, well, you make $100,000. How you broke?
Because I'm living like that.
Right.
Because I'm living like that.
And it's the truth. So I'm just excited to be able to help people. And even, you got questions or whatever. I'm about sharing. And that's the bottom line. I'm excited about it. I'm willing to do it. And that's what me and Camille here to do.
Yeah. So I said her part is to teach you how to get that score and get you where you need to be on a certain level with your credit and your financial state. So when a person don't know your heart or know that you've been through a struggle, all they see is FICO. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They think you're bad. FICO doesn't make you good or bad.
And they don't see color.
They don't see right. FICO does not make you good or bad or whatever. To them, they just see that number. If it's good, you're good. If it's good, you're good. That's it.
Listen, they don't see no zip code. They don't see no color. They don't see your weight. They don't see none of that. It's literally, they're going to shoot that number in.
If it come back good, we can help you.
They're going to actually start talking to you differently. They're going to straighten up in the chair. Well, how you doing, Miss Brumfield, today? Right. And you start dictating. I'm like, no. I'm not putting anything down with the car. Because, see, a little quick thing I heard. I was in my car in Susan before rest in peace. Steve Harvey said on the radio, he said, why do y'all go and give these car places all your money? Why you go and put down $2,400 and $3,500 or whatever? He said, and I'm listening because that's who I used to be. I'm like, I'm doing $2,400 so I can get my payment down. Well, your payment only gonna go down $20 or $30. It don't go down $100 or $200. We never.
That's true. That's true.
Right. So I'm like, okay. Then he said, it's easier for you to come up with $30 more a month than it is for you to come up with that $3,500 or that $2,500 you put down. I said, thank you.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I needed that jewel. Because then when I went to go get my car, I had the credit score. But I wasn't trying to give them all my savings because then I got to reset. I said, I'm not putting no money down. I don't need to put no money down. Right. They ain't argued. They ain't said nothing. They asked you to $500 off, and and then they. I said, well, I just left the other company, and they said that they was gonna give me this finance score. Why are you not giving me that finance score? Right. They was like, oh, hold on, let me call. They called the bank in front of me. And called the bank right up and said, oh, no, she needs this, and we're going to just change this. Oh, okay. That's how I knew they treat you differently. And it wasn't a color thing, because I was still black after they realized what I had. They treat you differently. At the end of the day, because it's more beneficial. They trust you. It's more beneficial. They know you're going to pay on time. They trust you. They give you more benefit. And they want you to come back.
You'll end up coming back or referring somebody because they treated you so good because, And
I did. Yeah. I got $100 when my daughter went there. Yeah. I was like, a couple oil change free, I know.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
See? Yep. So just little things like that that you don't think about. Our communities are so dead when it comes to finances. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to open up about it. And I know I want to be in eights. I want to be sitting next to her like, are we in the 850 is whatever the highest was, 855 or 850?
Yeah, 850.
That's where I want to be. That's my goal. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's unattainable. I just know I just have to. I'm talking to my friend. She's going to help me out, so I can get there, because I did incur some debt, because I was out of debt when you was trying to get.
You was
I had no debt when we was remodeling the house, and every week I was calling like, Cole, guess what happened? Guess what happened? Somebody else ripped us off. Somebody this and that. So we had to spend money and use credit cards, but you know what? It wasn't us using credit cards because we were trying to be cute or fancy. Right. This is an investment, and so I don't feel bad about it.
They said you had it to use.
Right.
And you know how to come back out of it.
Right.
A lot of people don't do that. So our journey, both, is really the same, just different ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We end up at the same place, but everybody don't do that.
Right.
They run up these cars.
And they just toss them
to
the side.
They toss them. They in bad situations, or they keep using them or whatever, and they never get out of it.
Right.
And then when they ready to go get that house, they can't.
Right.
Now they want to clean up, or they want to pay some company they ain't never going to see they face $500 to delete this, to delete this.
Yeah,
okay, you can delete as much as you want, but if you don't educate that person, they're going to be back in it. So those not my competitors. We do things differently. I'm ready. I'm here for the long term. I'm ready to change mindsets. Right. And just make it a community. Just imagine our whole community just
being good with their money.
Being good with different things. Being able to fix their houses. People don't fix their houses because they don't got it.
Got it, right. You're right.
Come on now.
You're right.
Many abandoned houses we have. Why? Because they can't fix them houses. They ain't paid them insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Or taxes.
Them taxes.
They not ready for the taxes.
They not.
The end of the year come, it's a big bump. Then the next year come a big, and it just keeps piling on to the point where they take it from them.
Right.
And it could have been a paid
house. They don't want they roof fixed. They credit card ran up. They credit bad. They don't have no savings. How they gonna get their roof fixed?
They don't.
They don't.
And then they usually ruin other things in the house and all that. Yeah.
So we just have to do better, and it's like one step at a time. You're not gonna just jump in the pool. You gotta learn how to swim first.
Right.
So we just have to do better.
Yeah.
We definitely have to do better.
I'm so excited. I'm excited.
Thank you.
I thank you for coming and sharing that with everyone. And guys, I will remember to put her links below, so give me a few minutes, because we're gonna chat even after this live is over, because we got some stuff we got to chat about real quick. And I will definitely try to. You're welcome. Put the links, that way you can contact her and go follow her on Facebook and on Instagram. And we're going to be doing some events coming up, so I will share those with you. Some people don't mind driving. You may not be too far from us. I don't know. But all the events that we're going to be talking about and sharing will be on her Right Plan. See, I always say write it, plan it, follow it. Right Plan, follow it. So you're welcome, Annie Marie. And you in Wisconsin. That's far, ain't it? How far is Wisconsin?
We might have to come to Wisconsin.
She and I are gonna start doing what do you call it? Vision journals.
Yes.
Instead of vision boards.
Yeah.
We're going to do vision journals where you have a journal to get yourself in order financially and have something to look at monthly.
That's like your Bible. You're going to go by your Bible.
By Chicago. That's not real far.
Okay.
That's not, because Chicago is close to Michigan. Okay. And Michigan from here is like 8 hours, I think. And I think Chicago is a little bit closer or something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me, but yeah. So yeah, that'll be on her page. So you guys can follow her on that page. Make sure you share this channel. Make sure you leave in the comments what more you would like her to come back and talk about. What more would you like me to come back and talk about? Because I'm the frugal part. So she gonna get you where you need to be. I'm gonna help you stay there. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? By being more frugal with the things that you do and that you have to have. I'm talking about stuff you have to have in your life. It's like it's no getting around it. Those type of things. I want to teach you how to save money on those, so that way you can free up money in different areas throughout the month. So we kind of like a power team because we work hand in hand.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yes. I thank you guys for joining us, and I will see you guys on next Thursday. And you know, I'm going to be sending out some little tokens throughout the week. Usually it's on Sunday, but I thank you guys for joining. Please share this channel, because this is what this channel is going to be about, talking about real stuff, real life stuff that can help people. And I want you guys to tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you want to see on this channel. What do you want to talk more about? What do you want to see more of? So we can talk about it on this channel. All right? I'll talk to you guys later. And thanks again, Cole, for coming and sharing your story.
Anytime.
And I will put the links below. Later, Gators.